unmuted. And hey, what's everybody think of the new intro? Huh? Julie worked hard on that one. I like it. Same song, but different pictures.
Same song, different pictures. Oh, we need to freshen it up. So those are all.
It's 2025. We have to freshen it up.
Ew, there's a bug on our screen.
Here, hold on.
There we go. Thank you. All pictures from 2024.
Did you see yourself? Were you in a picture? You should have been. If you weren't, you'll have to get into the 2025 slideshow. Hey, welcome in. It's Sunday night. We're How We Cruise. If it's your first time here, welcome in. If it's not your first time in, welcome back. I'm Brian. This is Julie. We do this every Sunday night, and we're so glad that you do too. So it's been
lots of familiar faces tonight.
Yeah, lot of stuff going on this week. Counting down to a cruise. Getting ready to go.
Can I be transparent? What are we? It's January 12th. We finally got the Christmas tree out of the house today.
But
it's the latest that we've ever done it. But yeah, it's out. Thank you.
We were waiting.
We do a live tree, and it was time. It was time.
Yeah, if you notice, a lot of the decorations are down. Some of the decorations we had in the background.
It's still a wintry theme.
So.
We just, we're beyond the Christmas season into the new year, coming up on Valentine's Day.
But we have
my watch has a Valentine's Day theme-ish.
Well, to be fair, there's been Valentine's.
You didn't even see that.
There's been Valentine's stuff out in the stores since you sent me out on Christmas Eve.
I was going to say since December 26th. I think that's when they put it out. It may be even the 24th, but yeah.
So, but
there's the. I've been trying to say hello to everybody. Some weeks I'm better than others, guys. Hey, Daniel and Nancy. I hope you guys are doing okay.
We try to do our best.
Are you guys still in Vegas or?
Well, I think they made it home safe. So we hope you're still safe.
Yeah,
because
guys,
right
our
now,
thoughts and prayers are with everyone. We do have a lot of family and friends out in the California area, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. The fires are just unbelievable, and we're sending our best, and anything that we can do, we will do for you. So, yeah.
So stay safe, everyone out on the West Coast.
Yes,
there.
Please stay safe. Stay safe. Listen to all of the warnings, and we'll hope and pray for the best. And in the meantime, let's keep it upbeat and positive, and
absolutely. So
give you guys a fun Sunday night. Because if you guys didn't notice, I'm proud of myself. Do you know why I'm proud?
I don't. Is it because we forgot to put our other light up?
No.
Why?
I got 2 videos out in 1 week.
You did?
2 videos in 1 week.
I don't really know who this is sitting next to me. We're not really sure.
So after our live last week,
I'm starting to think Julie hired an editor.
Stop it. No, I've just been working really hard. I told you it's my New Year's resolution. So after our live last week, we premiered our Jamaica video. And then, I don't know what, a couple days ago, I posted our...
Labadee.
Oh, sorry, it was... Labadee was last week, and then Jamaica was this last one that I did.
But part of the reason for tonight,
we don't do memberships, right? So I'm gonna let you guys. So if you're here in our live, if you're here in our chat, I'm gonna let you in on our little secrets. This is where we get to share the nitty gritty. We film a lot. We like to film. We have no problem taking our cameras out. We're not shy. We have no problem, doing the whole vlog thing. Some people roll their eyes at you. Some people applaud you. Some people jump in the back and they wave. Brian is more of a techie guy than I am. I'm fine. I love the GoPro and I love my phone. He wants to make sure.
I love my tech. I have several things sitting in my.
We have our microphones. Testing. And yes, he does. Testing.
Lots of research.
Is this mic working? Yeah. So anyway, I'm just just film. So it doesn't matter. We work well together. We bring you our experiences. You'll notice in our recent vlogs that there's not a lot of audio.
And when people don't get to hear me talk, the views are down.
I don't know. Our views are great. No, just kidding. So anyway, we had some microphone technical difficulties. So when you watch our recent vlogs, you'll notice that I have editingly done a lot of splicing and figuring things out. Ryan's done a little bit of voiceover, But yeah, we don't have a lot of talking audio or actual audio from where we are, because anytime a microphone is plugged in.
And you know what actually upsets me the most about that?
I know that you're so upset, but it's okay.
No,
It worked.
well, but
Tell me, guys, think. Tell us in the chat.
No,
Did
I
it
gotta
work?
tell you, there is one thing that upset me.
Hey,
about that.
Shug. I'm seeing people pop in.
The one thing that upset
Shug and Sugar in.
We spent a lot of time on Freedom of the Seas in the pub, and Darla Fox was great. And the night that we were in Falmouth, we came back. We were at the pub that night, and Darla actually played one of Julie and I's wedding songs, and she did a really great job with it. And we danced to it. It's in the vlog, but you can't hear her playing it. So I was a little disappointed about that.
It's okay.
But it's okay. It's we'll just have to go back. So
no, it's fine. We it works, but that's why there's not a lot of audio. So hopefully we edited it to the best.
We have the comment of the night already, and that is, oh, where'd it go? Kevin says he's jealous of Brian's stash. Just saying.
Can I tell them what you said tonight?
Which thing did I say tonight? I say a lot of things.
I know. What did you say?
I say a lot of things.
Oh, my hair is like kind of going crazy. So Brian goes, because guys, 13 days.
Yeah.
13 days. We're gonna be on Oasis of the Seas back home. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's not leaving from Bayonne, but that's okay. She's our ship. Can't wait. And Brian's like, before we go, I mean, it's gotta come off, right? For like us. That's who we are, right? Our branding, like, that's us. I'm like, I mean,
I don't want people to not be able to recognize me.
It can come off, but I don't think that's why. I love you. Do you guys like my necklace? This was a Christmas present. It's my wheel. Isn't it pretty? I like it.
You're on go today. You're like,
okay.
Slow down. Well, anyway, we got 13,
I'll turn it down a notch.
13.
Hey, Will G.
13 days till Julie says we're going home. That's our ship. It's she's been in Bayonne for a long time, and she went somewhere else, so we just had to follow her and go where she's at. But we're going to be down in Fort Lauderdale to board the Oasis of the Seas in only 13 days. But for those of you who would prefer to sail Oasis out of Bayonne, I'm going to get the plug in a little bit early here.
Yeah, well, we can do that right away because
we're going to be back. We've decided to do another group cruise on Oasis of the Seas. It's going to be July 26th of 2026.
You said that to me the other day, and that's what has me remembering it now. July 26th, 26.
We picked the summertime, so nobody can make excuses that the kids have school. It's summer vacation time. It's a year and a half away. You have plenty of time. It's a great time to go. We actually waited until after the World Cup, so you can wait until the World Cup's over, and then you can come with us on.
It's not the cheapest time to cruise.
No, it is not.
But it is a very convenient time to cruise. It's an amazing ship. It's an amazing itinerary, and I mean the best people. So
absolutely.
So we will make it awesome.
Right. We will hide Julie's ticker. We will talk about the other group cruises later.
The tickers bother me less, especially when you just put them up and then take them down.
I put it down for a little. Just trying to get the chat now. Here we go.
You guys know that I'm not a big ticker fan.
Mom says book it.
Is Dad in the room, Mom?
Probably not. There's a football game on. So.
Well, he can't hear. If he is, he can't hear until we say it because my mom's chatting it and we're the ones saying it out loud.
Right. So.
Wait, where's my phone? Is it gonna ring? I'll put it out.
So we'll
I should probably put it on silent.
But yes.
Oh, guys, I've been horrible with text lately, and Katie takes my phone all the time, and I'm probably behind in 70 million notifications. My apologies.
So, all right. Well, we got a lot of comments. Kevin says, make a ticker that says this ticker is just here to annoy Julie. Kev, I'm not saying that ticker doesn't exist already. But anyway, we got 13.
He probably puts it up and I don't even notice because I don't read the ticker.
I might. It might happen. No, but I can't do that because you watched the replay about 14 times to make sure that we didn't say anything stupid.
Yeah, but I still don't read the ticker. I do. I rewatch our videos. A lot of people don't. And I got to tell you, there's some that I turn off right away and I'm like, oh God, cringy. We were just not on, or we were just, or my voice is really bothering me that day. And there's some other ones that I feel like, ooh, we had a lot of really good points and I like better and I watched.
Jen says we have baseball. Like it's a year and a half out. And this is what happens when you have kids in travel.
But you know,
it's like
you know when you can travel and you know when you can't.
I saw the best TikTok. There's a travel baseball.
You have time to watch TikTok?
All the ones that you send me.
But, no, I send you reels.
It was the travel baseball coach says, all right, well, we're going to have our first tournament in the Philippines. And then as long as we win that, we've got a game in the Slovak Republic. And then as long as we win that, the game's in Brazil. I was laughing. It was pretty funny. We do records.
Oh, I was waiting for it to get funny.
We do. No, it was the fact.
But Jen, you're right. We know when our busy times are. We know when we can go. We know when we can't. But don't let July 2026 dissuade you, because we have July 2025 going on too. But again, July, okay, I get it. But we have November.
What about July 25? Did you say something about July of 2025?
Do we have something in July 25?
So if you're not booked out,
we might have a thing or two.
So listen, I want to get to Grand Cayman. We're 15 minutes in. I want to start talking about Grand Cayman, but I do want to drop this real quick because this is going to be, we're not Grand Cayman, but this will be in Grand Turk, the Carnival Sunrise, July 12th through 17th of 2025. I had 3 goals this weekend. One, I wanted to make sure we finished everything up.
You said you had 3 goals. I was like, you didn't play. The kids did.
No, 3 goals this weekend. I wanted to finish Brian's application for high school, which we did.
We did.
I wanted to get the Christmas tree out, which we did. And I wanted to get one more family booked on the Carnival Sunrise for July. And I've got 3 hours left in this weekend, people. So somebody call me and let's get this thing booked.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking for.
While we're talking about games,
Barbara says, "What's in July 2025?" Well, you're looking at it, Barbara. That's what's in July 25 right there. So
we have quite a bit going on. We personally have a lot of other stuff going on too. We're going to see a lot of family. We're going to be out west. Yeah, we got a lot going on. But this kicks it off, and it's all of it crosses over your birthday too. Your birthday's in July.
Yeah, so if you want to bring me a cake, you can come on.
I'm pretty sure that the ship can take care of that. I'll go pick you up a cupcake from the buffet.
I want like a cake with like candles.
You don't allow fire on a ship.
Well, for my birthday, they will.
You know, I'm just teasing you.
Anyway,
I'm just teasing.
Let's go back to this.
No, but hold on. While we're on games, because we're talking about baseball being in July, we're talking about group cruises. You started talking about goals. I just want to throw a huge shout out to our Kevy. Our Kevin and Brian both play ice hockey, and they had some games recently. Have been doing really, really well. And our Kev, 2 weeks in a row now?
Yes.
Got MVP of the game. He had his, and they give him like this like little thing they get to each player that's
they get their big chain.
They get a big chain to take home, it's theirs until the next game, and then it passes on to the next MVP. And he wore it like all night last day. It was the best. He was like, we're watching a movie on the couch, and he had on his chain. And but he did really good, and he's been doing great. Him and Bri, he skates out more than Bri. Bri plays goal more often. Kev's been playing goal, but he also skates out. But he's been in goal a lot lately. And so anyway, sorry.
Lance says,
that's my little
Lance says, keep your stick on the ice. And Lance, I think I might have yelled that a couple times today. They got beat up 11-7 today. It was a baseball score today. So there was a lot of offense today.
This one really is good. This came over from the neighbors. They sent it over. It's just regular seltzer, non-alcoholic seltzer, but it's flavored Bellini Bliss. It's bubbly. It's one of my favorite brands. Non-sponsored, but if you'd like to reach out, I'd be happy.
Julie just checked in. Julie says, letting you know that everything's great here. Fires in the area under control. So good.
Thanks, Julie. We were actually talking about in the beginning of the live. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. We know that it's really crazy out there. So we're glad that you are safe, and know that we are thinking of you and sending our best. So
well, hey, it's 17 minutes.
But hold on, I just want to say Bellini Bliss. It's peach, pineapple, and mango flavors with other natural flavors. It's delicious. It's really good. So
okay. Hey, have you ever been to Grand Cayman?
I think so. Not long ago. Weren't we just there in November?
Yes, we were.
Guys, because I had to.
Oh
We're in a way tonight. I know.
we're in a way.
We are in a way.
Yeah, we're in a way.
So 2 videos out in 1 week, and I'm halfway through this one. So this one will be out this week. My goal is to get all of our
We're gonna get
Freedom.
the Anthem stuff up.
Yeah,
too.
Anthem too.
That
I'll get that
year.
too.
That'll
Yeah,
get
that was
up
last
too.
year. I know. I promise. No, all of the
I still
Freedom
have a
stuff,
ship tour from Anthem.
because it's most recently on my computer. I'm going to get all that done before we go on this next cruise on the 13th. So I am working on Grand Cayman. So when we were talking about what are we going to talk about tonight, I said to Bri, we had such a fantastic time in Grand Cayman.
We have some fantastic footage.
We have such amazing pictures and video with audio. Audio in this one.
I can't wait to see Tim.
Oh my gosh. Like, so we had, I don't even know where to start. We had a great time. We have amazing footage. I wish this video was ready to put out tonight, but it's okay. It's just a teaser for what's to come. And there's quite a few of you that are in the chat that were on that trip with us and on that excursion. So let's talk Grand Cayman.
Okay, well, I'm not
We
going
were just there in
I'm not
November.
going to scroll all the way back up. I started this at the beginning of the day. I said, who's been to Grand Cayman? So if you commented before, comment again. Let us know if you've been to Grand Cayman, and let us know what you did when you were in Grand Cayman, because we're going to talk a little bit about what we did in Grand Cayman, because that was, in your mind, you rank your vacations, right? It's kind of like you don't necessarily have a favorite because they're all the best. But this was one of my favorite things that we've done.
Yeah.
I think it worked out really well for our group. I thought it was a great.
In general, well, let's start at the beginning. What did we do?
Mhm.
You said.
Oh, I thought you're asking the question. I thought you were being like a hypothetical.
I was tossing it to you. You know how we bounce back and forth?
Yes.
We're like a dynamic duo. We're like, talking to our friends out there.
So being in Grand Cayman, you come into the port of Georgetown, and what we did is we went over to one of the most popular excursions that there is in Grand Cayman, and that is Stingray City. The company that we used took us also to a snorkel spot.
I was just
and
what
also
do we do
the
in
Starfish Point.
Okay. We chartered a boat.
Yes.
So we went outside of the ship. We found a company. We got our group together, and we got our own group to go and get our own private excursion, so that way we could go out and enjoy ourselves. Mm-hmm. When we did that, we could go wherever, do whatever we wanted. We worked with the company, and they were willing to do anything. But of course, we wanted to see stingrays. And then I gotta be honest with you, I didn't even really. It wasn't on my radar to go do the Starfish. But they're like, yeah, they recommended it. And I'm like, okay. And of course, Katie was on board with that. And then we always loved the snorkel.
Oh, yeah.
And what better place?
That was some of the best
snorkeling. Grand Cayman is amazing. I think not only was it great snorkeling, but we had great guides. We had really fantastic people with us. And it wasn't the best day. It was super wavy. It was super rocky. There was big waves. I was actually a little nervous because there were storms all around us. If you guys remember, back in November, there was hurricanes. There was like 2 or 3 hurricanes that were all coming around. We thought that we might miss the port entirely because Grand Cayman is a tender port, especially. Not only did we not miss the port, it was overcast and we just didn't have the best expected weather. And it was still amazing snorkeling, an amazing excursion, and a fantastic time.
Well, let's hit up some of these comments here because I was talking about Tim, but Shayna says, I think Tom was better as the Stingray Whisperer. Tom was definitely all about his stingrays there. Shayna also said she's been to Grand Cayman once, wink, wink. Julie says, I was on the trip with How We Cruise. Stingrays were amazing. A life memory I will never forget.
Julie, I was just pulling up pictures. For those of you who were on that trip with us and on that excursion, in our Facebook group, not our community group, the private group that was just ours for that one, for that Freedom of the Seas group, Heather was so kind because we used her phone. All of your pictures are up of you guys with the stingrays. So Julie and Shayna and Mark, Heather, and I was just looking at all your pictures today, actually, of of you guys with the Stingrays. So if you haven't like downloaded them yourselves or seen them, they're there.
Jen says, pre-vid, we would go to Grand Cayman a few weeks a year. Of course, we're diving almost every day, but love the food and the people. So for
Yeah, you
those,
guys
so
dive.
let's just
You dive. I don't.
Let's
dive.
clarify this a little bit. So the Cayman Islands is actually 3 islands, right? So it's Grand Cayman, which is where the cruise ships mostly go. It's Little Cayman, which is kind of furthest east. It's the smallest of the 3 islands, and it's, you know, a lot of wildlife. It's not really where people travel to most. And then there's Cayman Brac, which Cayman Brac is like the diver's haven. It's where divers go. So if you're a scuba diver, Cayman Brac is where you're going to want to look to. But
I wish I liked to dive.
In on a cruise ship.
Any other divers out there? Jen, you're a diver. You're a diver.
I'm a diver.
Katie and Brian want to be divers. They all want to be divers. I'll sit on the beach and cheer you guys on. I wish I liked it. It just I get like really nervous.
Jen actually says that Little Cayman has some great dive sites as well, which I was not aware of. I was always told Cayman Brac was the place I wanted to go. Lance says he's been to 7 Mile Beach, Starfish Point, and Stingray City. We're going to talk about those just in a minute here. But first, I want to talk about how you get into Grand Cayman, because Grand Cayman it was a little different for us because all the ports that we've been to since the restart, I think every one has been a dock. I don't think we've had to tender.
Since when?
Since the restart. I think that's our first tender port back since the
restart. When we were on, we went to Half Moon Key.
Half Moon Key.
And I feel like we had one other tender.
I can't.
I don't know. I don't know when it was. But anyway, so we don't tender a lot anymore. But
for anybody who's new,
it's not my favorite thing to do.
Cruising, what a tender is the ship. The port is too shallow, so the ship can't come all the way up to the dock, or they don't have a dock where they can dock the ship. So what the ship does is it drops anchor a little bit out from shore, and then you take these water taxis, or sometimes they use the lifeboats or whatever, and they use that to get you over to the dock. So in Grand Cayman, when we were there were 2 ships there. It was us and a celebrity ship.
Now, when you tender, a lot of times you have to go get a tender ticket. And that's just to help ease people off the ship, and then they'll call your ticket just to help like the crowd control. And huge shout out, Mary Ellen, man, she was on that cruise with us. She was on that excursion, and she was down there. Even she beat me because I wanted to go down and get tickets for our whole group that was going on this excursion, so we could all get off together. And she beat me, and then you know what? Everybody else was awesome too. Julie made it down there. Heather made it down there. You guys were all there. So. I think I see a friend of ours in the chat. Hi, Zip. So good to see you. Oh my goodness. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. So tender tickets can help kind of organize getting off the ship. You can always get off later than your ticket, but you can't get off earlier. So anyway, sorry, I digress.
So get your tender ticket, get off the ship early, because the port area in Grand Cayman in Georgetown is actually not super huge. It's
and you can pull in like there's like 3 different like port slots or like, and they're all close together, but one is like maybe a 7-minute walk to where we were. The one's like a 3 or 4-minute walk, and then the other is like right at the entrance of the town. So you might not go into the same exact slip every time.
So to me, the port looked like almost like a cattle chute. Like they had all the excursions lined up, and then as people lined up, they took them out the side to the buses. What we did is, as Julie said earlier, we booked a private excursion. So we chartered a boat, and
which is important to note the tendering, because the company that we worked with, it was Captain Marvin's. Fantastic company. We do absolutely recommend them. We love working with them. They have been around for a very long time. They know what they're doing. But it's important to note that they know when the ship is coming in. They know when to expect you. They knew what time we were going to be checking in. They also were very good letting us know that depending on where you come in, when where your tender comes in, how far you have to walk to get them. We were lucky. We got into the slip where we literally just had to walk almost across the street, maybe 100 yards. It was super close. The furthest we would have had to walk was like a 5 to 7 minute walk.
So Grand Cayman, Georgetown Port, super clean, super safe. It's all contained. You did some shopping while we were waiting for for friends of ours to, make sure everybody hit the restroom and all that. Let's see. Jen said, "Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
here's some
comment.
good information. I'll throw this out there." Jen says, "Cayman just voted down building a cruise port, so the tenders will continue. I imagine less and less ships will be stopping here in the future." As these cruise lines build more and more and more and more, you're watching. I mean, just look at what Carnival's doing with
I appreciate that, though. I mean, when they build up these ports, it does a lot. Grand Cayman is a beautiful place to visit. And I like the port as it is. It's not one of these great big built up things. And like I think that for the local economy and for who they are and what they are, it says a lot that they don't want that big commercialized port. And I hope that the ships don't go there less often because it makes me want to visit there more. So that's just my 2 cents.
But so the main things that you're going to do there in Grand Cayman, I mean, do your shopping in the port, whatever. But you can also walk across the street. There's a lot of shops, a lot of things like that. Very safe. Just watch out for the traffic. Use the crosswalks. There are people there to help you at the crosswalks. If you don't use the crosswalk, you're on your own.
Sounds like you got a story there.
We real close call. Trying to get 3 kids across the street. It's like Mother Duck with her ducklings, and we didn't want to lose any ducklings, so just very careful crossing the street there. So, but we were able to cross the street. We went over to the little convenience store. We got some supplies for ourselves to head out on the boat, so we were able to get some snacks and some drinks and things like that.
When we booked the boat that we were on, we knew how many people we had. We knew what we were going on. And then they were nice enough to they include some punch, they include waters, and they include it was either going to be a cheese tray or a fruit tray, a big, huge, gorgeous fruit tray that was devoured because the kids absolutely loved it. But everybody loved it. It was really, really good and really big and plenty. All of their boats have what's called a head. So they're there's a small bathroom. Be very mindful that it pretty much is like just a hole in the bottom of the boat. You can't put anything in there other than really just your waste, and everything else goes into a trash can. But at least it's there if you need it. And
very useful when traveling with kids.
They allow you to bring whatever other snacks and beverages you want. So some people from our group decided to stop at the local liquor store and grab a couple beers or some wines or things of that sort. The kids, we actually stopped and got the kids Gatorade.
Yes.
It was hot. It was super hot, even though the weather was not super sunny.
Now, I do want to clarify. We did say we use Captain Marvin's. There are several other vendors there that do a similar trip to a Captain Marvin's that we just highly, highly recommend. Captain Marvin's. They've been in business for a very long time.
Not sponsored, but we've had great experiences, so we want to share that with you.
I will also say that
if you do book with them, tell them that we said hi. Absolutely. And that
what we will do,
we recommend them.
We will put a link down in the description for Captain Marvin's. Yeah. So, but when you book, you don't have to charter a whole boat. We had enough people in our group. It was part of a group cruise. And we do this regularly. We try to do an excursion.
We pulled everybody together, and we just did it together and split it up, and it was.
So you can do the same trip through the cruise line. You can do the same trip through a private excursion through Captain Marvin's. Or
you can call Captain Marvin's and say that you're going to be in on that cruise, and they'll put you on another boat with other people, and it doesn't have to go through the ship.
Right. So you can use, and again, we'll put links in Viator and Shore Excursions group for Captain Marvin's.
Let's talk just for a minute about the benefit of us not going through the ship. Because we totally recommend for many people to go through the ship for an excursion, especially something like this, where you could do the exact same thing that we did. Go snorkeling, go see the Stingrays, go to Stingray City, and go see the Starfish. Could do the exact same thing through the ship, no problem.
Back-to-back comments right from Shanna and Julie here. Shanna says, they did such a nice job. I appreciate it. It was just our group. And Julie said, it was so nice just being us.
Yeah.
So if you have enough people that you're traveling with, A lot of times it is really nice to do something with just your group. And you know, they were able to customize it a little bit for us, and they actually told us, they're like, "Hey, listen, if you want to spend more time here, more time there, and
if you're having a great time and you want to skip, you know, say you're loving snorkeling so much that you want to skip the stingrays, no problem. You want to go do that one first versus the other one.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend that though, because we really
No,
like the
no, but
Stingrays.
but it's the personalization.
I know.
You know, like they really work with you.
So I thought it was really cool. We went to the, you know, the one thing that was nice about being our own group is they actually told us, they said, you know, we're going to head out to the sandbar where the stingrays are, and we're going to see what's busier. We're going to see if the reef is busier where we're going to snorkel, or we're going to see if the stingrays is busier, and they'll go whichever has the less crowd first. So we headed out to, I believe we were snorkeling first, right? We did snorkel first.
Yes, we went
So we
snorkeling
went
first.
snorkeling first.
Now, mind you guys, the waves. I can't wait for you guys to see
It
this
was a little
video.
rough.
The waves are like, I mean, I was like a little nervous. I mean, we're strong swimmers, but I'm looking at these waves and going, oh my goodness. Now they have their noodles. They have all the equipment. So they have masks, they have flippers. They looked at everybody's feet size and they made sure that everything was going to fit properly. And they had chum.
So if you watch the video, so Julie's in the process of editing. So we're talking about this
I'm trying to pull some stuff up, but I know that you don't have it on your computer, so you can't.
No.
I want to share some stuff.
They're gonna have to wait for the vlog, so you're gonna have to get it.
Sorry, guys, it's my fault.
Well, Julie did make a promise, and I'm gonna say it on the live stream, so she has to hold to it. And that is, she said she's gonna get the Cayman video out before we leave for.
It's gonna be out this week. This week for sure.
But yeah, so anyway,
I've said that.
But
I mean it. You guys,
they were great with they had some chum for the fish, and they were actually letting us, the boat captains actually had the kids holding the little squid, and the kids were holding the squid and feeding the fish right out of their hand. It was, you know, they were helping us out with the getting some footage of the kids, and it was great. They were fantastic, and I'm pretty sure that all the you know, Captain Marvin's was great. We will book with them again, but very confident that any of the vendors that you pick are there. And like I said, we'll make sure we leave a link to that in the description. So, but then from there, after some great snorkeling, I mean, you're not in very deep water, but you had a lot of fish, a lot of tropical fish, and then we headed over to see the stingrays.
I mean. Can you guys see that? Oh, look at that. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Hold on. If this is how I have to show you guys, this is how I have to show you guys. I mean, go ahead. You keep talking.
Well, I was already moving on.
What are you moving on to?
The stingrays.
Yeah.
So we did. So from there, you head out to the sandbar. So the water's very shallow. And actually, Julie's got some video up here. You can see we're up to about our waist deep water, and the stingrays come right up to you. They know that you're there. They know they're going to get fed. So they're coming right over to you. And you know, a lot of people were a little nervous at first.
Guys, this is unedited. This is like all raw. So, but like, I'm just gonna, you know, so you guys can see what's coming in the video. You know, there's the he's holding the stingray. And do you guys know that they can tell, they know who all of these stingrays are?
Is that Rebecca?
That was Rebecca, yes. Mm-hmm. So they actually name them, and I was fascinated by this. So I was talking to our guides, and they were sharing with us and telling us how and once they pointed it out, they're like, yeah, they were showing us certain scars or certain like marks that they have different sizes and different colors. And I think they said that they live, they said that they live maybe about, am I remembering correctly, like 30 years or so? But they live a long time, and like they know who they're holding, they know who they're showing to you, and they have all names.
Yeah, it looks like Lance did the same trip he did. He said we did a private there also. It was definitely worth the personalization. And he followed that up with saying, again, their captain.
This is raw footage, unedited. I don't know what I'm going to show you. Who knows what's coming up, but this is, we were each.
Be careful. There may have been some wardrobe malfunctions on this trip. So
there was, but I'm not in that part. Showing. Yeah.
This might turn into an OnlyFans.
Stop it. Yeah. We might have had. Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Grand Cayman, beautiful. So the other benefit too to going through a private company and not going, I don't know if you said this or not because I've been doing this, um, is they can go in places that the larger companies or maybe some of the larger planned excursions that are more crowded go. So maybe they can find another little nook or another place that they know, and it's less crowded. And really, everybody kind of has their own little spots, and they find their own little Rebecca or remember Vader. Vader was like
Yeah.
the big dark one. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was very cool.
So yeah, I mean, they were great with us. They were great with the kids. They were great with, you know, I think is Tim still traumatized? I think Tim is still traumatized. So that's why he's not logged in right now. Is 'cause I think he was afraid that he was gonna see something. But anyway, but yeah, great trip there. And then we headed up from there. We headed up to Starfish Point, Starfish Beach. So there you can see. Now the
Now
trick with
you
this,
don't want to pull them out of the water.
that's exactly what I was just about to say.
Yeah, they should stay at least, I think he said, like 5 inches or so under the water. But you can handle them delicately, and you can see that we did. We did not pull them out of the water. You will see pictures of other people pulling them out of the water. No, we were very mindful, but they're everywhere. There were so many. And what's really cool was
There's some really big ones too.
This one particularly, and I'll have to do this I'll have to speed it up in the video. Time lapse, yeah. Because we actually watched one, because I was like, we were all like, how do they move? And we watched them flip over, and we actually watched them.
Like
they don't
bend.
they don't like to be like too close to each other.
No, they don't.
So they'll move away from each other.
Yeah.
So they were showing us how they move, and when you look at it like closely, you get to see that. So again, if you have a really good
well, make sure you
like-
leave that shot of my gut in the video. That's nice.
Listen, that's why.
nice.
Oh, look, there's a big jellyfish.
Yeah, don't touch those.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So it was a great excursion. It's a great thing to do. So I mean,
I kind of like this way of sharing stuff. I'm okay with it this way.
A lot of times,
Pull it up,
we'll
Oh,
talk
there's
about
Katie.
different
There we go.
excursions and stuff like that, and we'll say we like to stay kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and we'll say that we kind of try to do our own thing, and we almost didn't do this trip because we were like, oh, it's too touristy. But I tell you what,
Well, you said that.
this is definitely one of the best things that you can do in Grand Cayman. Now, a lot
You
of
don't
people
want to miss it. It's so fun. It's really great. I wanted to do this with my kids because if my mom is still in the chat, mom and dad, if you're in here, I remember doing this on one of our very first cruises when I was young. Oh my gosh, it's just so amazing. I remember this, and the way that we did it was we got off the boat and we found somebody there in port that had a smaller. We got off the ship and we found somebody that had a smaller boat that was willing to take it. And it was just like the 5 of us and maybe one other couple, or maybe it was just the 5 of us. And we went out with them and we pulled into a tiny little spot where that was outside of where all the other touristy spots were and had the same type of experience. So I can't recommend it enough. I'm glad our kids experienced it. I would do it again and again.
Mom says we're here, the SS Minnow.
Yeah, we did call that one the SS Minnow.
Julie says one of the best excursions I've ever done.
Oh.
You know what? Oh, I wish we should have gotten Captain Marvin still on in tonight so they could see all these nice things.
Well, we'll have to share with them.
But anyway, so after that, so Grand Cayman is kind of set up like a little bit of a bay where Starfish Point is. You go, and you get a nice little like 20 to 30 minute plus ride back to the areas.
Here's where we were watching them flip over. So again, this will be in the video, guys. But it took a good solid. It was a while.
It was a couple
20 minutes maybe. I mean, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't like 5 minutes though. It was a while where you kind of like really watch them flip over, and you can see like their arms start to move and things. It's pretty.
But yeah, so I mean, after that, you get a nice little trip back to the port, and the trip that we did, our transportation wasn't
again
included.
Unedited, guys. I apologize, but you go. This is the boat we were on. There we are. Oh, Heather and Tom.
We're racing back, trying to beat the weather.
You can see, yeah, there's some blue in the sky there, but it was pretty overcast.
We hit some rain on the way out and some rain on the way back. I think
Yeah.
there was rain in the port on the way back, right? Did we get wet in the port? I don't remember.
I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know.
Thank God we filmed for YouTube. We'll remember.
You guys know.
That's why we film. It's because I can't remember anything anymore.
It's true. I love going back and watching the stuff, and I'm like,
I was there for that. That happened.
What the heck is he doing? Yeah, but.
All right. Anyway.
Fun stuff.
So yeah. So the other thing you can do when you're in Grand Cayman, I mean, there's tons of stuff to do. There's city tours and things like that. But the other thing that a lot of people like to do, and we haven't done that yet, is head up to 7 Mile Beach. So 7 Mile Beach is supposed to be one of the nicest beaches in the Caribbean. And you can easily take a taxi up there. It's not a long ride. It's up on the west side of the island. You get
I know. Oh, look. Oh, again, unedited. So anyway, sorry. 7 Mile Beach.
So you head up to 7 Mile Beach, and it's just a nice beach. All the resorts are up there. You can get a pass for the day to some of those places. It's just nice, easy, nice beach. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Jennifer says, gorgeous. Lance says, I agree. It's nice. So it's definitely, so if you're looking to book your cruise and you only have a short time. Now, Grand Cayman is definitely one of those places that my brain just went to the old Will Smith song talking about it seems Miami is just the type of town I could spend a few days in. Think of my old 1990s rap, and I'm thinking Grand Cayman is definitely the kind of place I could spend a few days in. You're gonna have to go. You'll have to go back and refresh yourself on your 90s rap.
I do.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely a place you could spend a couple of days. But for a cruise ship port, other than the downside of the tender, which isn't that bad.
We got that in Grand Cayman.
Oh, that's our Grand Cayman?
Yeah, that's a Grand Cayman. Mm-hmm. I was going to say, when we got there rather early, and we walked around the port, and not a lot was open. Like, the shops were just opening when we got in. I want to say it was about 9 o'clock in the morning, because things kind of come alive there around 10 o'clock. And
fun fact, you can't buy alcohol before 10 o'clock.
Cannot buy it before 10 o'clock. This is true. So anyway, we walked around the port, and as the shops were opening, we found one shop that we really liked. I didn't want to carry it around with us, but I'm glad that we did. We found a couple souvenirs that we wanted, and we did that before we went out, because it just it wasn't crowded, and we were able to kind of
the way back
really browse and shop.
Was a little crowded.
And then when we got back, yes, it was really crowded. So I said to myself, I'm glad that we did do that in the beginning.
Yeah. So if you have
a little
time
tip
before your excursion, that's definitely the port that you can do a little shopping beforehand and save yourself a little bit of the hassle of trying to fight that later. So, we'll go back to Grand Cayman. I definitely think we will, because I remember the last time that we went to Grand Cayman before this, when I was very excited to go to Grand Cayman. And Julie will disagree with me on this, but we didn't get off the ship. And I wanted to get off the ship. That was when we were on the Carnival Liberty. Bri was 18 months old. And I really wanted to get off the ship, and we stayed on the ship.
Well, listen.
And now I'm glad I got to get off the ship.
What's in the past is in the past. Whether it happened my way or your way,
wait, hold on.
Your way.
You're going to say what's in the past is in the past. You bring up stuff from before I was born.
I mean, doesn't matter, people. We're talking about the here and the now.
Jen says, while we were waiting for our ride to the boat, we had a snack and a drink at the Waffle Monkey. A couple from Costa Rica opened up this neat little breakfast spot.
Awesome.
Oh, I'll have to check
Very
that
cool.
out. It's tip from Jen. Check out the Waffle
And
Monkey.
I was just going to ask, because I see Lance too talking about hopping in a taxi. Hop in a taxi and take it down to 7 Mile Beach. Any bars or restaurants that are, because we haven't gone down to some. We haven't done that. That's what we'll have to do next time. But any specific bars or restaurants that you guys recommend that have been there? Or have you guys done something else in Grand Cayman? And if you happen to be watching on the replay, because we so appreciate you guys that watch in the replay,
we see you in the comments.
We see your comments, and we also see your messages to us. So we appreciate it. if you have been to Grand Cayman or are going to Grand Cayman, what do you want to do? What have you done? Where have you been? What's your favorite thing to do, or what can't you wait to do?
Mike
Leave it in the
Tracy
comments below. We will reply.
Mike Tracy said they don't buy souvenirs anymore. In fact, they're taking a lot of them to Goodwill.
Do you know, it's so true.
I mean, what do you guys get as souvenirs? I mean, what do you buy in the ports? And the one thing, I mean, I'm not a big souvenir person. I don't like to buy a lot of souvenirs. But the one thing that we've really come to enjoy is getting our Christmas ornaments.
We get the Christmas ornaments.
As we were taking the tree down, now we were fortunate enough to have our elves decorate our tree for us this year.
They really need to come take it down, though. They put it up and they don't take it down.
But as we're taking it down, I'm looking at all the ornaments. I see the ornament from Roatan. I see the ornament from Grand Cayman. I see the ornament from Falmouth. I see the ornament from Costa Maya. I see them from all over, all the place, up in Lake Placid when we went up to New York, when we were out in Lake Tahoe, all the travels that we've done. I see all these Christmas ornaments. And, I actually did, if you check out our Instagram, there's a reel up there of all the Christmas ornaments. But, I tell you, what do you guys collect?
We like the ornaments. And you know what? Like when we were in Cayman, like I got this frame because I specifically was looking for something to put in our backdrop. Because we change out the backdrop with the seasons, and every couple of weeks we try to add something here or there. I can't do it. But there we go. This picture we got this was Jamaica, right? By a local artist. Just a little.
He was nice.
He was super nice. Just a little something. So I like to get things for our backdrop. But all this other stuff, the kids sometimes like a shirt because they'll actually wear it. Or if I go or you go somewhere and the kids aren't with us, like that's something we'll bring back because it's functional. And you know what? It does have to get tossed at some point. But all this other stuff, I want to become a minimalist. I just want nothing anymore. I just get rid of everything.
Let's see.
But I do like reminders of where we've been. So that's why the ornaments are nice. What do you guys like? Do you guys collect anything?
Well, we got some answers here. We got Will says he doesn't buy any. Matt says Christmas tree ornaments. Lance said they started getting magnets for their backpack.
A lot of people do magnets. Yeah, magnets are nice.
Shayna says they only get ornaments, but only at special ports.
Yeah. We don't get them over and over again. Sometimes if it's a really special trip, we'll want to get the year put on it or something like that. But other than that, it's just marks the different places that we've been.
Julie says she loves to get souvenirs for her grandsons. The grown children get coffee. Let's see. Matt,
we do love to bring coffee back for other people from the places that we go.
Matt says some food or snack or jewelry for the grandkids.
Off my pen. Oh, sorry.
Matt says loud noisemakers for kids. Like, no, you're not supposed to buy. You're supposed to buy that for somebody else's kids, not for your own kid. Chris says wooden skulls. We found a guy in Jamaica who actually Bri wanted this little wooden. I think he got a dolphin. And the guy actually
it was a shark.
Was it a shark? Yeah, a shark. And the guy actually etched in it for Brian. That was nice. And Brian, I was very proud of Brian for that because he saw that pork chopping is not like going to Walmart. You can negotiate your pricing a little bit, and I was very proud of Brian.
And you're expected to. And that's what they do.
I did have to teach him a little bit about appropriate negotiating, but he did a good job once he figured it out.
He's actually said that he likes to negotiate. He enjoys it, and I kind of enjoy it too a little bit. It can be it's something that you do have to get used to. What I like to do is I like to negotiate with them. You get it to the price that I think is fair and that I want, and then I like to throw them a couple extra dollars. So I like to get, I don't know, it's a game that I play. I like to get it to a point and then here you go.
Mom says her souvenirs are we buy a towel because we forgot it, or we buy sunglasses because we forgot
it.
We buy a sweatshirt because we didn't know it was going to be chilly. Oh, and suntan lotion. How about when Julie bought flip-flops because she broke them in the middle of the pouring rain in Roatan?
Those are the things that we end up getting, yes. A lot of times we end up getting things that were unintentional souvenirs.
I think Jen has been to Grand Cayman before. She's got a couple suggestions here. The Sunshine Sweets, delicious restaurant, Yoshi's for sushi and ramen, and Legends for bar food.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know what though? You are 100%.
Leave that up so everybody can see that.
Getting crazy expensive from when we were there last.
It is.
Grand Cayman is not
one of the cheaper ports. Yeah.
No, it is not. We've been to some ports that are. Really,
I mean, talking
really,
about negotiating, you negotiate in Jamaica, and there really was especially in the port area. There was no negotiating in Grand Cayman. But you know what? Different.
Lance says the hangovers count. We try to leave those there. We try not to bring those home with us.
Can we go back to Chris's comment about the skulls? Because I wanted to,
sure.
because we were talking and I kept meaning to go back. But Chris, if you have any awesome pictures, share them in the community group. I'd love to see some of the skulls that you've gotten.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool thing to collect.
Let's see. Shug says, I don't need to buy any souvenirs. I am married to. Aw, that's very sweet. Barb says I had to buy sunblock and flip flops too. Yeah. So I mean,
I hate buying sunblock. Sunblock is always so expensive. It doesn't matter where you are. There's no negotiating that one because they know you need it. Ugh.
Jen says, my mother got me a hand-carved wooden octopus in my name engraved. Our company mascot is an octopus, and it's fit nice in our.
That's super cool.
That's cool. I like that.
Guys, all this cool stuff that you have like that, yeah, send the pictures. Post the pictures in the community group. We'd love to see that stuff.
I mean, Julie was pointing at her necklace before, but that's, if you look you look up top there, right there. So, we try to use the wheel and everything we do. We got it on the shirts. It's kind of become our.
We'll have to look for wheels.
I want to get a wheel lapel pin for formal nights.
That's you know what? I never put our wheels back up.
No, you didn't. Better. That's all right. They're not in there.
No, they are. They're in one of these drawers. But anyway, I don't know.
We'll find them.
But yeah.
So Chris says we were looking at excursion for Grand Cayman and they are expensive. Yes. So Chris, in the comment or in the description of this video, we do have a link that you can use that will get you the best pricing that we have available for excursions in Grand Cayman. So we also have access to another code for some of the resorts. So if you reach out to us in the Facebook group,
I'm glad that this came up actually, because it was the Jamaica video that I just posted, and we used Resort for a Day. And we did have a group discount code. It got us 10% off, and we still have a group code. Yes. So we can share that code with you. Come over to our community page and we will share it with you. If you don't see the post, send us a private Facebook message and we will share that code with you. And you are welcome to use it and reuse it and use it however to get your 10% off. And it is Resort for a Day. And it doesn't have to be that resort. It can be another resort on another island, another place. I know.
I believe
we've used it a few times now.
It's a shareable code, I believe.
Yeah.
So
so share it with your friends.
It doesn't have to be.
And if you click on our link as well, it helps us out because we get the credit for sending you there. It's the same price that you would pay anywhere else, but they know that we sent you there.
I need help with excursions for my cruise.
It helps us out in that way.
Don't worry, Barb. We got you. We got you. Don't worry.
We need to talk soon.
One of the best ways to get a great excursion is to make sure that you're going on your cruise with your travel agent. So I'll just remind you of this. It is July 12th of 2025. There is space. I said I want somebody else to join us this weekend.
Come on, guys.
Somebody's got to step up. Somebody's got to be the one that says they want to go.
There was actually a couple people.
I saw it, but we're just reminding people. So, but the other group that we have that's really, really taking off is this guy right here, the MSC Memorabilia, November 2nd through 9th of 2025. For those of you in Jersey, that is Teacher Convention Week, so your kids have very little school to miss. So I don't want to hear any excuses about that one. This one, I can say right out of the gate, if you're only 2 people and you like a drink package, and MSC just changed their drink package, but you like their old drink package, well, guess what? We can give you their old drink package. We can give you Wi-Fi, and we can do the whole thing in a balcony for $18.89. Yes.
$18.89.
That's for both of you. That's for the whole week.
While supplies last, because we're dwindling down on those cabins, and we can get more cabins, but we can't guarantee that.
At that rate.
We can't guarantee that price will stay. Once we only have a few left. We only have a few left. And it is a really, really great rate. We have a bunch of people coming with us. It is going to be amazing.
Can I say off the chisel for this one?
No, not for this one.
All right,
I'll say it for the other one.
This one's going to be off the chisel.
I can't wait for that one too, because we love Jamie and Sharon.
This
Uh,
one's
we
hold on.
haven't
This one's going to be
sailed with
no
them in a
sleep
while.
till Brooklyn.
We have seen them when they were passing through town, but we haven't sailed with them in a while, and I cannot wait for that cruise. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
They're amazing people, and
shenanigans and debauchery promised. So there will be.
We're going to do a lot of fun stuff.
Yes, Julie says I am in for July. Shayna says we want to go. Oh wait, we're already booked. And Barbara says I need the deets. Yes, Barbara, you do.
On any and all of them.
So I'll bring it. Barbara says, where does July ship sail from? And that is leaving from beautiful Miami. Yes. So we're going to be heading down to Miami. We'll be there. We will be there at least by July 11th. So we will be there in Miami the night before. We'll do a little heading out of Miami. We're going to head over to Nassau. We're going to head over to Half Moon Cay, and we're going to hit the Grand Turk. Three great ports.
Details are on the community page. We can talk about it. We can chat about it. You can, and for this one, you can reach out to us. You can reach out to Sharon at Sea. Feel free to book with either one of us. All good stuff. They are. Because it's an old picture, right?
And who's that weird guy in the bottom right with no mustache? I mean,
we all look so young and vibrant. I know, it was a lot longer. And darker.
Jamie and Sharon haven't aged a day.
I know, right?
Matthew's got some facial hair now, though. So
yeah, Matthew and Callie are like growing.
Maybe Matthew and I will go
into their beautiful adult selves. And Jamie and Sharon, they don't age.
Maybe I can get Jamie to shave the goatee to a mustache for that cruise. What do you think?
I'm speechless. I don't know. You and Jamie will have to chat about that.
Julie says not a fan of the stash. We'll talk to Kevin Brubaker because Kevin liked it.
This has been an ongoing debate. This is so funny. Like
it looks terrible.
Shut up. Oh, here we go, because my arm's on the chair now and that drives Brian crazy. I walked into the pharmacy the other day, saw Jay. Love Jay. Hi. And he was like, listen, I know you guys want me to cruise, but I'm not cruising with Brian with that stash.
No, I think it might be time to go.
It's grown. I don't know. I like your beard and you can't have your beard. So I don't mind it. I don't know. I think it suits you.
All right.
He's so cute.
Hey, listen.
He's so cute.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. These people gotta go to work tomorrow. We got stuff we got to do. Barbara needs some information because listen,
I said time already.
I said somebody is booking July, so we got it. Barbara says she wants the deets, so we got to get through to Barbara. So
does she want the deets on July, or does she want the deets on November?
Well, Barbara, just send us your credit card. We're just going to book you on all of them. So hey, listen, we want to see you guys. Oh, hey. We're not here.
Oh, no. Let's pull up the calendar really quick. Hold on a second.
So here's what we're going to do.
And we're going to let you guys in on what's going on with us, okay? So How We Cruise, it's us, it's the kids. It is January 2025. Today is the 12th. Next Sunday is the 19th. Happy birthday, Mom. It is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Jean. It is Jean's birthday. Anybody else have a birthday on January 19th? We will be at Katie's gymnastics competition. So yes, Barbara, it is an evening competition. She doesn't even go on until she doesn't have to be there like 6 p.m. So we will be doing gymnastics next Sunday. So stay tuned to maybe some of our social media, and maybe you'll see a picture or two. Hopefully we get a medal or two. The following week is February 26th, and we will January 26th. I don't know why I said February. January 26th, and where will we be?
We'll be on Oasis of the Seas. So we can promise you this. We will be live at some point from Oasis of the Seas.
Okay.
But we're not going to tell you when. So make sure you have that, mainly because we don't know. So turn on that notification bell. Make sure you got all the notifications turned on, because there's two different ways to have your notifications. Make sure you have them all on. And in the meantime, make sure you hit the like button on this video.
Yeah.
Make sure you leave a comment, and make sure you invite a friend.
then
So,
the following week is February, and that's February 2nd, and that's the day we get home from that cruise.
but we're gonna go live, Dan.
We're gonna go live.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna go live and talk about Oasis and our excursions. Talk about
I might have a full beard by then. You never know.
Maybe we'll talk about Aruba, Curacao. My niece made fun of how I say carousel the other day. She's like, "How do you say it?" So she's gonna be on the cruise. Anyway, we will talk about that trip on February 2nd. Brian says we will.
Look for
We'll
some
be
live
tired.
streams. Look for
You
a
guys have
live
seen
on
me
February.
tired.
Yeah, because that's going to be after flying with 3 kids. So we will be back. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on.
Oh, Marianne, that's your birthday. Happy birthday to you on the 2nd. Were you in? We were talking about you a little bit earlier. We were talking about our excursions and stuff. Good to see you guys. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. Thanks for spending your Sunday nights with us. We absolutely love it. We love what we're doing. We love sharing our stories, our tips, our trips.
Join the community group. Book a group cruise.
Sail with us. And I guess we'll see you on the seas.